Yes, sir, Ski. You tuned in to Infinite Vibes, provided by Taste and powered by Dash Radio. I'm Moran, the man, and the place to be in right now. I'm in the presence of somebody who's clearly been out here doing this thing for a long time. He has on a very expensive chain around his neck. He just looks like he's just living his best life. Please introduce yourself to our listeners, my guy.
DJ Five Venoms, Rolling Loud's official DJ.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Yeah, we out here.
Absolutely. Clearly, you're in the present. So cool, man. So yes, DJ Five Venoms, Rolling Loud, the brand as a whole has just taken off tremendously.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
Absolutely. So we know getting a gig like that doesn't just fall into your lap. Clearly, you've been doing this for a while.
Nah, definitely. We put the work in for it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Dope. So
Definitely.
talk to us about, your journey. Like, how did you become a DJ?
I became a DJ. My cousin is a DJ. I used to I'm from New Jersey. I spent my summers in Virginia. So when he'd be at work, I'd be going through his records, going through all that music in the 90s. And, it sparked something in me. So when I got older, I just got the turntables, got the mixer, and just started messing around in the basement, and then, started reaching out to other DJs. And like one of my friends from high school, his brother was a DJ. So I used to like tag along, like carry all his stuff, set up his stuff. I was like his like protege, I guess you could say. And build it up from there. Then started doing clubs, ended up moving to Orlando. When I was in Orlando, I went to Full Sail University, so I was in the mix there. Then started going to the clubs in Orlando, and started DJing clubs there. I got linked up with an artist named West Fifth, and we got booked for this currency show from this promotion company called Dope ENT. The owners of that company are Tarek and Matt, who are the co-founders of Rolling Loud. Right. So I had linked with them, started DJing their shows, and then when they came up with the idea for Rolling Loud, they automatically plugged me in with Rolling Loud, and we just been grinding it out ever since then up to now.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations to y'all on just the growth and the success as a whole. It just feels like everybody's just looking forward to it because it technically is upon us.
Yes.
Rolling Loud.
Yeah. I mean, like from right now, we're about like a week out or so. Yeah, so it's right there.
It's right there. So, we had to take the year off, unfortunately, from Rolling Loud just being in the atmosphere. So if you could put into maybe 3 words, how do you think that first Rolling Loud show was going to be back after the pandemic?
Pure mayhem, crazy. Just pure craziness.
Yeah. You looking forward to it?
Yes. Like beyond, I've been waiting for it for a year and a half, almost 2 years right now. So I'm waiting for it. The artists are waiting for it. The fans definitely been waiting for it.
True that. So let's just talk about DJing as a culture and as a whole, because I'm a DJ myself. A lot of times we see some of the older heads coming down on the younger guys because back in the day we didn't have Serato, we didn't have we didn't have Tractor. You had to have records and you had to carry them up and down the stairs with the crates. How do you feel about the growth of DJing culture today?
I personally love the technology because it makes it more accessible. I think that the culture itself needs to be taught because like when I was coming up, it was about like mentorship. You linked up with the older DJs and they taught you the etiquette of being a DJ in the club. If you're an opener, you're not burning records and playing all the hits at 10 o'clock. Right. And then like all that type of stuff. How to get gigs, how to network properly, how to, undercutting and all that type of stuff. So the real etiquette is being lost. And I think that's one of the major parts that a lot of the OG DJs are having issues with the younger guys are coming in. Because, like, I was telling a homie the other day, I was like, yo, anybody can play hit records. You can put a playlist on them and hit records, but a dope DJ knows how to place those records, knows how to set the crowd up, knows how to play a record that you haven't heard in a minute and change the vibe and keep a vibe in a party. So those are the type of things that I think are missing from some of the younger DJs because they don't have OGs that are there to show them the etiquette and show them those type of things.
Right. Absolutely, absolutely. But hey, we got people like you to show everybody because you know it's not like it's a young person that's the head DJ for Rolling Loud. We got somebody that's very experienced. So outside of DJing, outside of music, I'm pretty sure you got other tricks up your sleeve. Let our listeners know some
Yes,
other things
sir.
that you're into, man.
I've been dropping music, dropping singles. I
There
got
we
a
go.
single out right now called Replay with Cliff Savage and
Yes, sir.
Mo.
Okay.
It's going dope. It's definitely a club banger. Yeah, I got some more records coming too. Like,
Talk to us about that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, how did you? So, do you produce or do you seek out beats?
Oh, we're seeking out beats. I'm working with other producers, and then I'm just linking with a lot of the artists that you know I've linked with through my travels. I guess through like Rolling Loud and everything.
Right.
And it's been an experience because it's me jumping out of my comfort zone. My comfort zone's been DJing the festival, doing clubs.
Right.
DJing the festival, doing clubs. So
Right.
like, and that's been great. But now it's time to grow. It's time to step out, be DJ Five Venoms, the artist, not just the DJ.
Absolutely. So, what's the overall goal with the music? You trying to be up there with Khaled? You trying to be up there with Drama?
I mean, yeah, they're definitely influences on me, even on a DJ level. Like I come from the mixtape game too, so it's like I always looked up the Drama. I always looked up the Khaled, because Khaled, like when it comes to like the marketing. Like I remember seeing this man in the middle of the street with a sign, you know what I mean? Like he's not scared to promote, to push his music, to push his artist, and so on. So it's definitely influence on me and my career as a DJ.
Absolutely. Dope. So, you know, what are some other things that we can expect from you this year, like other than the music?
Oh man, we dropping some merch. I got candle line dropping soon.
Okay.
With, Simply Naked candles.
Entrepreneur. Okay.
Man, we got more festivals at the end of the year too.
Talk to us about the candles, man, because we actually had a candle brand up here, I want to say for Valentine's Day, and they went crazy. So what made you want to get into the world of candles?
Actually, my one of my managers, Troy Gunn, he owns a candle company called Simply Naked Candles. So it made sense. I myself love candles, and I know a lot of other people do. So like in hip hop, we have certain things, and like I think candles is a void right now. So you know what I mean? Like we could sell water, we could sell food, we could sell everything else, but like we really don't have a representation in candles that heavy. So I think this is it.
Yeah.
And
because when you go to that studio, you see that ambiance, the candles
lit.
Up hit records on the way.
That's real, yeah, and that's it. And even at the crib, you setting the mood, like what I mean, like it's a vibe. So like I know even like I'll be at the crib putting mixes together. I always throw like a candle on, just to chill. Like, and all different candles have different scents that put you in a different mood. If I'm working, I might have like a more awake candle. If I'm trying to vibe out, might have a a more chill candle. So
absolutely dope.
Definitely.
It's good to see that like you clearly come from humble beginnings, but the fact that you're out here open and being willing to expand is really dope. I actually saw, I don't know if you still have it, but didn't you have your own radio show at one point?
Yes, on Sirius.
Do you still have it, or
not right? We're on hiatus, so it'll be coming back soon.
Okay.
We're just like the deal we renewing pretty much.
There
so
it is. Price went up basically.
We're renewing, but yeah, if everything goes as planned, we'll be back very, very, very soon. And that was a new thing for me too, just doing the radio show weekly. It was very, very dope. Being over there and doing this mix show, interviewing artists, that was another me stepping out of my comfort zone.
Right.
Being the face, even during COVID too, with we were doing Twitch content with Rolling Loud, so I'm hosting Twitch content and things like that. So COVID has definitely opened me up more so on different things that I necessarily didn't think I would be doing that I'm doing now.
Fire. Dope. So, as a DJ, one thing that DJs are known for is breaking artists.
Yes.
So we know that Rolling Loud, for a lot of artists who are popping right now, Rolling Loud was like their first big festival for a lot of artists.
Yeah.
So out of all the artists that you've seen touch that stage, which artist for you was like, yo, you the one for you? Which one?
For me? Yeah.
Like when you saw this person for the first time, you was like, hey, I don't know you, but I'm finna go check your music out. I'm finna.
Man, I could tell you a crazy story. Post Malone.
Post Malone, okay.
Okay, the first Rolling Loud. This is the first Rolling Loud in Miami that we ever threw. I think it was like close to like 6,000 people there. It was like small, like it was like a warehouse built out. And Post Malone wasn't even booked for the show. And he was there with some homies, other artists, and he had got on stage and did White Iverson. And like some people knew it because he was buzzing already, but like no one really knew who he was. And then like, was I guess 7 years later now, he's headlining the festival. Like on a Sunday.
Like,
so
shit.
it's like, it's like this guy that no one knew performing a song, and then like years later that's like the complete growth. He wasn't even on the festival at that point. He's one that I got to see. Oh man, Uzi early on.
Oh yeah. Were you there when he, did the swanton bomb off the roof?
Oh yeah. Like he's grown so much over the years too. Like it's like that jump, like and it's not just like
it's bigger
high.
in real life.
Yeah,
like,
it's high.
Yeah.
Like that joint. Yeah, it was up there, man. And he's cutting through the crowd. X is one.
Oh yeah, long live X.
Our second year, and I remember this is before I actually like knew X, and I'm DJing this stage. It's like the small stage in the back of the festival. It's for like all like the really like not really known artists.
Right.
But like X was buzzing back then, and we're in Miami, and I remember I'm like standing at the DJ booth. This kid comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, what time X going on?" I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like, like 9:00. He's like, "All right, cool." And I never met X before this, but like I have a bunch of homies that were cool with X, but I never met him before this. So he comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, here's a thumb drive," and I plug it into my computer and I hit play, and it's look at me.
Oh shit!
Right. And like I'm like, "Yo, how do I not know who this kid is?" And it's like a tent. It's like a white tent and like a stage that's maybe like 2 feet high.
Right.
And like all the Miami rappers that are like big right now are on that stage. Like Perps, Smoke Perps up there. I think Pump might have been there. I'm not sure. It's just like all that whole crew of guys were up there, and the whole entire tent goes insane. Like I just never, like, he's walking all over the DJ booth. He's like in the crowd. He's on the stage. Everyone's singing it word for word. And it was like, that was my first experience of X.
Fire.
Yeah.
That was one of the moments.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the moments.
Dope, man. So, we always like to end these with just, positive words, with just affirmation. So, for anybody that's, they trying to DJ, they're trying to get in the radio, they're trying to do music, what is some advice that you could provide for them, my guy?
One of my biggest things is just professionalism, being on time.
Yes, sir. He was 10 minutes early, y'all. 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was him or the publicist, but he was 10 minutes early.
The idea of like just being a professional and treating DJing like being a professional is super important, especially when you're dealing with like higher money clientele and everything, because like a lot of people can look at DJ and be like, yo, it's a fun gig, it's a gig you can drink and do, like, like, you know what I mean, like you're in a club and you party, but like at the same time you got a responsibility to make sure that party goes good. You got to make sure that you start on time. You got to make sure that you're paying attention to the crowd, because you're technically responsible for the people in the crowd. Like as a DJ, I've seen DJs generate fights by the music selection.
Yeah.
Like I've seen like riots happen because like a DJ didn't like
you're literally a puppet master.
Yes.
You're literally a puppet master.
Yes. So it's like you got to have that responsibility and be professional, and it's not always about, you might feel the energy, but like you don't know what's going on between people, so you gotta make sure you're being that puppet master. You want to make sure people are having a good time and having a good vibe. So, yeah, make sure you're on time and you're being professional. It's good to have a couple drinks, but you don't want to get sloppy.
Nah.
And you want to keep it good. It's a fun job. You're supposed to have fun doing it, but you gotta keep it professional too.
Absolutely. Wise words. Well, on behalf of Infinite Vibes, I want to tell you thank you so much for pulling up to the show.
Thank you.
And please give our listeners your social media, how they can get in contact with you, and plug everything from your music to your businesses. Let everybody know how to get in contact with you, my guy.
You can follow me on all platforms, DJ Five Venoms, DJ FIVEVENOMS. Check out my new single Replay featuring Cliff Savage and Mo on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, SoundCloud, AudioMac, all the above. Candle line dropping, merch line dropping. Check me out at all the Rolling Louds. We're in Miami, July 23rd to the 25th. We'll be in New York at the end of the year, and also in LA, California, in the end of the year too.
Perfect way to end the year.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Ski. Please introduce this record one more time. We finna pipe it up right now, my guy.
Replay, DJ Five Venoms Replay featuring Cliff Savage and Mo.
Absolutely. Infinite Vibes, Taste, Dash Radio. DJ Five Venoms is in the building.